Good afternoon, class. Today we discuss a new chapter, light, of your physics book. What light is? If you enter a dark room, the objects present in the room are not visible. However, if you switch on a bulb, everything in the room becomes visible. Why? The bulb gives out an invisible energy called light. The bulb gives out an invisible energy called light. When this energy falls on the object in the room, it burns off from the surface of the object. When this energy enters our eyes, the eyes sense it and send a message to the brain. It is finally the brain which really sees. Eyes are only an aid in seeing object around us. So we can say that light is an invisible energy which causes in us the sensation of vision. Which causes the sensation of vision. Now we discuss about the source of light. Sun is the primary source of light for the earth. It is a huge ball of burning gases which gives out tremendous amount of heat and light energy. Stars are also the source of light. Extremely far away from our solar system, to us they are weak source of light. Insect like glowworm and fireflies emit light in darkness. The light given out by living bodies is called bioluminescence. Now we discuss about the different types of object which gives light. First one is a luminous bodies. All bodies which emit light energy by themselves are called luminous object. For example, candlelight, torchlight, etc. Non-luminous body, those substances such as metal, stones, trees, buses, furniture, house, etc. do not emit light of their own. However, if the light falls on them, they become visible. Such bodies are called non-luminous object. So we can see that the object which do not emit light energy of their own are called non-luminous object. Now we discuss about the propagation of light. What do you understand by propagation of light? Propagation of light defines the transfer of light from one object to another. So, light can pass and transmit through solid, liquid and gases. However, light does not pass through all objects completely or at the same speed. Some objects allow light to pass through them completely, some allow light to pass through partially, while some other do not allow light to pass through them. So, based on the ability of light, how to pass through them, different material can group in three main category. So, we discuss about the different types of matter, different types of material which allow to pass light. So, first one is a transparent materials. A material which allow most of the light energy to pass through it is called transparent material. For example, glass, diamond, thin layer of water, air, vacuum, etc. Next one is a translucent materials which partially allow the light energy to pass through it is called translucent material which allow partially the light energy to pass through it is called translucent material. For example, ground glass, muddy water, smoke, dust filled air, fog, mist, etc. Next one is opaque materials. Those material which do not allow the light energy to pass through them are called opaque material. Those material which do not allow the light energy to pass through them are called opaque material. For example, bricks, stones, wood and articles made from it we can never see through opaque materials because they do not allow the light energy to pass through them. They do not allow the light energy to pass through them. Now we discuss about ray of light. The path along which the light energy travel. The path along which the light energy travels in a given direction is called a ray of light. It is represented by a straight line. The arrowhead shows the direction in which light energy travel. So we can say that a very fine and narrow path of light is called a ray of light. Now we discuss about the beam of light. Beam of light is a collection of a large number of rays. Is the collection of a large number of rays of light. Depending upon the direction of the rays of light, in a beam, it can be of three types. First one is a parallel beam of light. When a large number of rays travel parallel to each other, then collection of such rays is called parallel beam of light. For example, the ray of sun entering a room through an open window constitute a parallel beam of light. Similarly, the ray of coming out of a searchlight or a spotlight constitute a parallel beam. Now we discuss about the divergent beam of light. When the rays of light starting from a point travel in various directions, then the collection of such ray is called the divergent beam of light. For example, the rays coming from a bulb or a burning candle or a car headlights constitute a divergent beam of light. Next one is a convergent beam of light. When the rays of light coming from different direction but meet at a single point, then such a collection of rays is called a convergent beam of light. For example, if a parallel beam is made to pass through a convex lens, then it meet at a point. This kind of collection of rays is called convergent beam of light. Thank you, class.